you ruled bodybuilding for 8 consecutive years after that first win. So the era of Ronnie Coleman. Can you talk about that era and sort of like as a whole, you know?
I tell people all the time that those days went by so fast, I can't even hardly remember winning hardly any of those shows. For the most part, I was always in the mindset of, I gotta get ready, I gotta get in top condition, I gotta get in shape, I gotta hold on to this title. You know, it was like, I didn't never like do a lot of celebrating because I was always like, I gotta get in shape, I gotta stay in shape, I gotta hold on to this title for the most part. And I don't think I started celebrating until my career was over with, you know. Wow. After it was all over and done with, I'm like, man, I won that thing 8 times. How did that happen? Where did all that time go? Because like I said, for the most part, I was still working for the police department too. I worked, my first 3 or 4 Olympias I stayed on because, to be honest with you, the chief came and said, hey man, I know you won the Olympia, and we really want you to stick around so you don't have to come to work if you don't want to. He's like, all you got to do is go to, he told me I had to go to class, you know, and do law updates and qualify, you know, with the gun and everything. He said, that's all you got to do. And you can take off as much as you want. So for the most part, that's what I ended up doing, you know. I would work for the most part until the Olympic came around. The Olympic came around, I'd take like 3 months off and get ready for the show, and I didn't go to work or nothing. So they didn't, you know, force the issue or nothing. So they let me do what I wanted to do and come work when I wanted to. Wow. And yeah. But that chief ended up quitting like I said, my 4th year into it, and the new chief was like, man, I can't do what he was doing. I'm new. He had been here for a while. He could do what he wanted to do. So I had to go by the rules, and I had to show up for work all the time. I'm like, man, I can't be working all the time and doing the Olympia, getting ready for the Olympia too. So I ended up having to quit after about my 5th or 6th Olympia, somewhere in there. I think I worked part-time for a while there, and got to the point where, you know, I was always gone, you know, and I could ever hardly show up to put in no time. I was doing all these guest poses and doing all these appearances and stuff, and so, and when I wasn't, I was getting ready for the Olympia. So I ended up just letting the whole thing go and just concentrated totally on just getting ready for the Olympias, those last 3 Olympias that I ended up winning. But
did dieting come easy to you? You being from the South, from Louisiana, Texas. I mean, dieting, was it something you had to?
Yeah, you know what? For the most part, I think dieting has a lot to do with who's kind of like cooking your food. I remember I always had real good food. You know, even when I had chicken and steak, and it was always good. Because for the most part, I would always put either ketchup or barbecue sauce on everything I ate, you know. And so dieting wasn't that hard. It didn't come hard. My mom, she was like the best cook ever. And when she cooked my food, I can still remember it being real tender and real juicy. And it just didn't seem like I was really on a diet for the most part. And the food was good and I enjoyed it. So, dieting was easy. Even in the off season, you know, I kind of like ate the same stuff, you know. I didn't really like go and eat a whole bunch of pizza and stuff. And I didn't like pizza after a while. I worked for Domino's for 2 years. I remember when I worked for Domino's, I was so poor and I could barely make ends meet. I looked forward to going to work so I can eat, because pizza was free. And I ate it every single day. And after a while, you know, about a year or so into it, you know, I'm like, man, I'm tired of eating pizza. But Burger King was right next door to us, and I'm like, I wonder if they tired of eating hamburgers. So I called them, like, hey, y'all tired of eating burgers? They're like, yeah. Y'all want to trade? They're like, yeah, we want to eat pizza. So I would trade pizza for hamburgers. Then after I got tired of eating hamburgers, Kentucky Fried Chicken was right next door to them. So I called them up, like, hey, y'all tired of eating chicken? Like, yeah. Y'all want to trade? Like, yeah. So I started trading pizza for fried chicken, you know. So it was always somebody, you know, to trade out food with, you know.